This is Law of Attraction Explored. I'm Tim Grimes. If you'd like a free guide that explains the hidden link between relaxation and the Law of Attraction, or if you want more information about my books or my coaching, you can visit RadicalCounselor.com. Enjoy the episode. So I thought we would just continue for a little bit longer with this idea, concept, and approach of looking at your fear. Stare fear in the face for long enough, and it will disappear. And again, Joseph Murphy, in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, he writes so articulately about this in many different chapters, many different sections of the book. Last episode, we went over just a few of the overriding principles of dealing with fear subconsciously, using Murphy's approach. But there's so much good information there that I thought we should just continue on for a little bit longer. So Murphy writes in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, he goes on to write, expect the good, mentally concentrate on the good, and know that your subconscious mind answers you always. It never fails. So mentally expect the good. We can get very complicated about how do we expect the good, or we can get very simple, which is what I like to do usually. How do we expect the good? What's good right now? Don't think. If you're really not thinking, if you're really relaxed in this moment, right now is good. There's no need to project an imagined future good event. That can be fun to do and enjoyable, and by all means do that if it makes you feel good, to focus on that. But it's often far easier to just relax into now and to recognize the goodness of now, always right here. We might overthink and believe it's not good, but if we really just relax into it, it's fine. It's good enough. It's good. I'm not making this up. I mean, you can test it for yourself. You have to experience what I'm talking about. When I say it's good, this moment, I don't mean this esoterically, like it could be good. Right now is good. Stop thinking. Relax. This is good. Expect the good. Mentally concentrate on the good. Know that your subconscious mind answers you always. It never fails. Expect the good. Focus on the good. The good will be attracted to you. The good is there, and more of it will come to you. See how easily we can riff off of Murphy's approach? We can riff off of it, make sense of things off of it, and it can all be very, very helpful. Murphy goes on to write, the things you fear do not really exist except as thoughts in your mind. Thoughts are creative. This is why Job said, the thing I feared has come upon me. Think good, and good follows. How do we think good and have good follow? Again, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just keep on doing the same thing we want if we feel like it helps. Relax into the moment right now. Now is good if we relax into it. Think good, and good follows. It's pretty much straightforward Law of Attraction 101, isn't it? This is how we can do it. Relax into now. Don't think and you'll think good. And when I say this, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. Because it's true for all of us, in my opinion and my experiences. When we stop overthinking and trying to come up with a solution and just relax into what's happening right now, when we let go of that thought that there's something we have to do and relax into what's actually happening right this very moment, when we do that, all is good. And when we recognize that, we're thinking good, and we're recognizing the good, and this knowledge allows the good to follow. And this is something that I emphasize and focus upon, okay? This is my niche or my angle when it comes to law of attraction. Overthinking how we can come to terms with our overthinking to make it go away and dissolve and accept it better. Because I know when that overthinking goes, you go. To paraphrase U.G. Krishnamurti, when the fear goes, you go. When the fear goes, you go. Or as Murphy says, get rid of all your fear. The things you fear do not really exist, except as thoughts in your mind. Murphy goes on to write, look at your fears. Hold them up to the light of reason. Learn to laugh at your fears. That is the best medicine. Again, this is just spectacular advice. A spectacular approach to the law of attraction, even though we're not really trying consciously to manifest a specific thing or get that dream house or that dream relationship or that dream amount of money. No, we're just looking at our fears. We're holding them up to the light of reason, and we're noticing, because we're using our reasoning capabilities and functions, this fear I have is ridiculous. This fear I have is horseshit. I can laugh at this fear. This is absurd. And doing that frees us from the fear, from being seized by this anxiety and stress that the thought is causing us. That this fearful thought that we've let run riot in our mind is causing us. If we look at it rationally, usually we see how absurd it is. Maxwell Maltz, author of Psycho-Cybernetics, writes about this incredibly well. I would suggest looking at Psycho-Cybernetics for a great explanation of how to look at our fears and kind of laugh at them. And, this is, again, an approach that I really emphasize and always have. Before I even knew about the law of attraction in any type of, deep way, I still use this approach. That was always my curative approach for myself. I have a whole video series called Stop Being Serious. And mainly what that boils down to is not taking your thoughts seriously. Because if you don't take your thoughts seriously, right now happens. And right now is good. See, we can practice this without any real knowledge or application of law of attraction principles, and still good things are going to come to us, even if we don't know anything about the law of attraction. But if we do know about the law of attraction, as obviously everybody who's listening does, then we're more aware that by not being overwhelmed by our thoughts, by not being overwhelmed by our fear and laughing at it, we are actually utilizing our ability to change our future. Because we feel good and then think more good thoughts and think more constructively, more rationally about what we want and what we desire, and we feel that goodness within us already and that sense of fulfillment within us already, and it comes to us more easily. Look at your fears, hold them up to the light of reason. Learn to laugh at your fears. That is the best medicine. My guide, The Joy of Not Thinking. I called it that because it truly is joy not to be thinking or overthinking worried thoughts. A lot of us assume, oh, well, I don't think that many worried thoughts, da-da-da. And we're lying to ourselves when we say that. There's a lot of fear and worry that most of us have in terms of our thinking. A lot of paranoia, a lot of subtle subconscious doubt and anxiety that does not have to be there. Get rid of it. Learn to laugh at it. These are all good approaches for dealing with fear. Joseph Murphy, Power of Your Subconscious Mind. If you want to look at different ways of dealing with your fear, looking at it clearly, staring it in the face, laughing at it, and doing all this to also help you manifest more of what you do want in your life. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is a very, very good book to help you learn how to do that.